Welcome, everyone, to Wrestling Rewind here on the Jeff Meacham Network. Thank you again to my dear pal, Jenna, and, of course, the rest of Rue from back in the day for bringing this in as they do each and every Wednesday. You're probably seeing this later on Wednesday because, well, we're recording this later on Wednesday because I have a preteen who had a preteen sleepover, and I'm exhausted. Greg Cherry, dude, I'm digging the Shane O'Mac jersey, man. That's just the highlight of the day today as far as active participants in this show we're watching, which is King of the Ring 2001, by the way. If you missed the description video in the video, you're not paying attention, you can't read, and I understand that. I understand the literacy. I get it. Turn off my show. Go away. Just go. Get out of here, please. Shane O'Mac is the man today, but I have to, before I get to WWF show, and I got to show our stuff. Mm-hmm. Finally got the Wrestling Rewind shirt in the mail last week, and my goodness, is it orange? Holy cow. I didn't realize it'd be that orange, but it looks good. I like it. It's very Taz-like, and with all the stuff going on in the wrestling world, I tend to fall back more on the side of Taz than I do the person that Taz blocked me for. So, Taz, I salute you, brother. Good grief. So, Taz is also, I believe, either in this show or he's around during the time of this show. This is toes in the water of the invasion. It's really going to kick in the next night on Raw at MSG, but we're about a year out from Extreme Mayhem becoming a thing. Where are you in your fandom? I know this is your. I think it's your favorite show, at least one of your favorite shows for sure.
Well, it might not be my favorite show overall, but it definitely has my favorite match of all time, which, of course, features good old Shane O'Mac. Right. And a lot of people might question, it's like, your favorite match of all time in all of wrestling involves Shane McMahon? And I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
And you will see why here in a little while. It's something to behold for sure. And again, I would love so much to just be able to broadcast that right here in our window with us, but WWE will frown upon that. So I highly encourage you to fire up your Roku, fire up your device, whatever you're using, go to the WWE Network and check out King of the Ring, the King of the Ring area. 2001 is the year we're watching. It is June 24th, 2001. 2 hours, 47 minutes. God help us all. But you know what? This is one of those shows where I remember it going a lot faster in real time because everything on this show seemed to hit on point. Everything went the way it was supposed to go. There were a few snafus in the triple threat later, but I feel this show tended to go a lot faster than the 3 hours it seems here. So we shall see. So everybody's got that fired up. Again, you guys should know by now to have it fired up before we go on the air, or even as Rue was playing, fire it up, please, because we ain't got time to screw around. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. There's that classic signature, as only the WWF could do back in the Attitude Era, although this is still, I guess still the Attitude Era, even though the invasion's kicking in. We're still in the Attitude Era.
Yeah, it's still Attitude Era. Yeah, Attitude coming across the screen.
Now, see, this one Stone Cold had lost his damn mind.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Angle was going to look to repeat the first ever repeat as King of the Ring champion, which nobody did on the televised versions.
Yeah.
There was only one repeat King of the Ring champion. That was Bret Hart, although his 91 is kind of glossed over these days.
In the middle of heel Austin also.
Yeah, I'm saying Austin's lost his damn mind, and we got Jericho and Benoit just have him on the verge of mental collapse trying to get the title from him. Now, at this point, Benoit and Jericho had just lost the tag team titles, I believe, right?
Yeah, they lost them to the Dudleys, I believe, thanks to Austin.
Right.
Ooh.
I love the visual when Kurt Angle slams him off the podium and the confetti just flies everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
that was a fantastic like visual on Raw. And I know they show it during the hype video later, so it's gonna be badass to see. I love the King of the Ring logo for this year. It's behind Greg if you're watching on YouTube. And God bless you if you are. It's just such a cool. Damn, look at that! Look at that! That's a kick-ass little setup they got going there.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed they favored the two video stage here for a good chunk of this and the following year.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean,
yeah, I'm not mad at it. I just haven't noticed it just now. The Meadowlands, site of many a summer extravaganza for the WWF.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Paul on the call. Good grief. It's going to be fun to have them in our headsets right now.
You know, one of the highlights of the invasion was probably JR and Heyman bickering at each other.
Oh, I agree. I love Cole and Taz trying to, but you can tell there was a real friendship there. It's like, no, just shut up. Stop. Oh, here he comes right away.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
See, it's funny. I actually watched the segment where he debuted earlier today, and I was thinking to myself, it's so weird to see him come in all black.
I know. It's very, very, trench coat, freaking very Taker-like.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. He's going
by design.
I get it, but he does not belong here. We know, Paul. It's okay.
I didn't realize Page debuted the theme yet. I thought he didn't debut until Invasion.
He may not have. I'm thinking this is a dub over.
I doubt it. I don't. Because I don't think he ever used the self high five in WWE.
Well, no, but I mean, I don't remember him having a theme when he walked out here at all, but maybe he did. He had to have because
he had the Titantron.
So, yeah. XFL shirt, Jesus.
Well, it's 2001.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder why, Dallas.
That's not a bad thing. Oh, that's later. Sorry.
Later. It's so funny to watch this now on my binging I'm doing right now. I'm in 1999 April WCW. So he's already in his second. He actually just won the title back at the end of Nitro when I watched the other night. So he's in the heels. He's in the throes of his heel run as world champion. It's just so funny to think of Dallas as a heel at all because he's such a positive dude.
It's looking back at this now, like I love Diamond Dallas Page, but it's like, man, this gimmick is cringeworthy.
Well, it's funny on his DVD that the WWE put out when he got inducted in the Hall of Fame. You know, people will say, "Oh, I love the stuff with the Stalker." You're not an EDP fan, then clearly. I need to text him. Too funny. Where the hell is my? Guess I don't have him on there.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, if nothing else, we as fans are going, you're stalking Sarah when you have a gorgeous wife yourself. Got it.
DDP, you wouldn't be the first one in the MSG. Sorry about that.
Right. Oh, gonna take a seat ringside. The sign. There you go. That narrows it down, Dallas. Oh, so take her one of them in the building. Got it.
Yeah. DDP, you left your sign. You're already failing at the gimmick.
Oh, he's being all nice. He's shaking hands.
Yeah.
What the hell? He's. This is so weird. The whole thing is just bizarre. Paul Heyman wearing a WWF Attitude Hat. I'll let that sink in, kids.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Especially Benoit.
Considering he left the company as champion.
Right, I was going to say, considering he left the WCW championship behind, like, no, there's no way. Jericho, I might be thinking to believe just simply because, I mean, he'll tell you himself, his WWF run prior to, even now was, Here we go, baby. This is pre the You Suck chance. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, because the You Suck chance didn't come till like late 01, early 02.
Yeah, it was, I think it was, the Rumble 02 definitely sticks out as one of the early ones.
Even though everybody says Edge started it, it's like,
no.
They did it before that, so everybody's giving Edge credit for that.
Yeah, although I think he did actually initiate the cheer itself. Late in 01, 02, their feud didn't really kick into gear until after WrestleMania. Yeah. So, not a bad way to start the show. Freaking Hall of Famer followed by a Hall of Famer against a probably should be Hall of Famer soon.
Yeah.
Considering his head's still in the front row of the PC somewhere right now.
Oh, jeez.
And yes, I am wearing a King's hat because A, it's King of the Ring, and B, the trophy for this pay-per-view is so Stanley Cup-ish, it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I dig the glasses that Christian wore during this time. It just you never knew what the hell they were going to bring out of their eyewear drawer next.
Yeah, and it's weird in this group of four that the baby faces in 2001 were Edge and Christian.
Right. Although, if you really dissect everything, all four of these guys went in as heels.
They did, yeah, but
that looked ugly.
Actually, that looks sweet.
It just Christian almost got turned inside out for real.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're gonna stick it behind me. That's we'll work on it later. Just
hit pause and play real quick. We'll catch up.
Right, and I remember, at this point, oh man, everybody's pretty much going to be babyface here in the next couple of days anyway because of the invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like NWO, where everybody turned babyface by default.
Yeah.
Except for your Horsemen, because Horsemen were always bad guys, they said.
Mm-hmm.
Orange promo, man, I tell you what. So I just want to watch that promo at some point, just because. Again.
The one where he gave up his spot, or the one where Flair returned?
The one where after the NWO attacked at Disney, he came back the next week and says, you broke the number one rule of combat. You put one of ours in the hospital, we put one of yours in the morgue. I was like, that's a little dark double-A, but we'll go with it.
Yeah. But if anybody can make it believable, Arn Anderson's that guy.
Damn right. to even with one good arm and a bad neck. I still wouldn't fuck with Arn Anderson, man. Are you kidding
Dude,
me?
he's still throwing spine busters in 2020.
Seriously.
They're not as effective as they were in '88, but
No, but yeah. If there's one guy that's past his prime and retired and long retired that I still would not mess with, it's probably Arn Anderson at this point.
Yeah. I'd honestly still take a spine buster from Arn. I don't care.
I would take it, but I would want to make sure the ring is more padded than the 1998 King of the Ring mat. That's for sure. Please. And I don't want to do it on my bed because then my bed will break because Arn Anderson was at Impact with a spine buster. Mm-hmm. I swear to God, that guy in the leopard print looks like Gronkowski. I know it's not.
No,
it looks like Gronkowski.
I was going to say, he's probably way too old to be Gronkowski.
Very likely.
But probably a better 24/7 champion than Gronk.
Well, that doesn't take much, though.
I'm sure I'm a better 24/7 champion than Gronk, and I didn't even hold the title.
Well, but you are how many days champion trivia? So there you go. So.
I was going to say 8:30. I had lost count. I think it's like 8:37.
Okay, you guys 2 more days to count. This Friday, by the way, on the Greg Sherry brand.
Yep. Wrestling Trivia Challenge.
Yeah,
Friday.
That's it.
Is it terrible? I haven't started editing.
No. Considering we're recording this the day it's going up, and it won't be up by midnight, I'll guarantee it. Just because the way my internet works and the way my luck works.
I remember this being a very solid opener.
This is a very good match. I don't think there's a bad actual match on this show.
Right.
That confrontation later, whatever, but.
Well, that's not really a match. It's more.
That's what I'm saying. The actual matches themselves were solid.
Mm-hmm.
That what we're going to see later with the two that are involved in the confrontation or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
I know Christian did get a little bit of a decent singles run in 2001, but
he did.
And I'm glad he became world champion, even though it was like 10 years after
that.
Yeah. But Christian is so freaking underrated.
He is. He's one of those guys where, like, you take anybody in the Hall of Fame that doesn't necessarily deserve it right now, and I'm not going to throw the same name out because I got crap for that apparently on the other night. But, guys like that, why is Christian not? And I get that he's still, I don't know if he's still not wanting to because he's too young or whatever, but it's,
I doubt that.
The only reason Edge did is because they thought he was done.
Mm-hmm. And he was until like
about a year ago. So yeah, I think Christian definitely deserves it. There are guys in there now that I don't think do, and there are guys that aren't in there that I definitely think do.
Right. And
there are guys that went in long after they should have, or long after they already deserved it, and it's just it sucks that it's subjective, right? Because I feel the Hall of Fame should be voted upon by a committee of people. I don't mean just Vince and his round table. I mean like us, like
I mean
fans. Like it's
The problem with that system is WWF might not necessarily be on good terms with those people, unless they're the ones like putting out the list of, hey, who would you like to see in the Hall of Fame?
Well, we'll see. If I'm McMahon, and I'm not, and I thank God for that, I'm not. I would make a list. Like, okay. Here's what we're seriously. They talk all about this whole tiered subscription stuff for the network. How about the top tier guys? Okay, guys, here's what we're thinking for Hall of Fame. Who would you put? This, or this? Oh, here we go.
There's my guy.
I have that shirt somewhere. I do.
It's weird to see Shane in just a T-shirt.
Yeah, it is. Because he was such a Jersey guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all know he's wearing a jersey, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I think one of my favorite parts of this pay-per-view is this entire story throughout the night.
Yes. Just the, and I wasn't prepared for the finish we're going to see here, and you guys to stick with us here. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then I saw it later. I went, oh, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
This is one of those rare moments where psychology actually applies, and you go, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
It was brilliant.
It really was. But yeah, I have exactly. Let's see. I don't know where all of them are right now, but I have exactly 1, 2, 3 WCW based purchased, if you will, WCW t-shirts. Somewhere in the catacombs of this house is a NWO 2000 shirt my aunt bought me an episode of Nitro at Staples Center.
Oh.
Somewhere around here, it's here. The Wolfpack shirt, the classic Wolfpack shirt. However, it wasn't. What the hell? The Wolfpack shirt, but not this red and black. It was one that it was on the back that said "Bad has arrived and it's here to stay." It was like 1998 when they were still baby faces. And then that WCW shirt that Shane just now, granted, WCW was WWF by then, but it was still a WCW centric WCW shirt. So, oh, and I have a New Blood shirt somewhere. I'm ashamed of that one. 2, 3, and Shane is happy that Kurt Angle moved on.
His match. Yeah.
Huh.
But if you think about it, if you think about why he did it, it's brilliant.
It is. And when we get there, you'll go, damn it, really?
Mm-hmm.
This theme is, I love Kurt Angle's theme. I always have. I always will. I don't care if it makes me dorky or, apple pie or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's awesome. Not very fantastic itself having to face Edge or Rhino.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Rhino, fresh off, not really fresh off, but same year that he, became the ECW double champion.
Mm-hmm.
And Edge, who was hot as a freaking, firework here. Shane, that boyish smile. Jesus. I have no idea. Why are you asking me?
I mean, JR said the reasoning right there. It's like, think Shane wants to extend himself, or wants Kurt to extend himself and wrestle another match. It's like, of course he does, because then he's more tired. But then again, Kurt Angle's the freaking wrestling machine. He doesn't get tired.
I know, yeah, that's it. Yeah. There's no tired. There's only Kurt.
Yeah.
There's no Dana.
It kind of makes me sad that Kurt never had like a lengthy Royal Rumble appearance.
I know, right? I think it's the most covered she's ever been on a WWF show ever.
Probably.
Like, I'm not even lying when I say that. Oh my God. Dude, Coach, you're going to die. What?
What?
He looks like Coach has tracked in the dog stink. The shadow of New York City.
I mean, if any line in a interview would have warranted a what,
right?
That would have been it.
We were still pre-what, unfortunately.
Yeah. Or fortunately, depending how you look at it.
Oh, right. Oh, jeez. I am so glad they improved the match graphics after this. Because by I think either SummerSlam or Unforgiven, they were actually the ones that were moving.
Yeah.
So much better.
Which those were classic. I wish they bring those back.
Oh, here we go. See, people like crud on Sarah for not being the most classic of beauties. I think she's good looking personally, and if Dallas hadn't had such a smoking hot wife, I would have understood the gimmick that they were going with.
Was he still with Kimberly at that point?
I believe they were still together. Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, I don't get it.
But then, they ended up shifting it. Well, it really wasn't about Sarah. It was about making myself famous, which it's like, no disrespect to, Undertaker or what, but Dallas is pretty famous already.
Yeah.
He was one teaming with the NBA guys and Jay Leno and whatnot, 3 years before this. So.
Right. But, WCW history doesn't really apply to WWF TV.
Well, especially when they're, when WWF's rewriting the history books. I love JR's reaction. That's so great.
Yeah. I guess this is earlier in the show than I thought.
I guess so.
Actually, I thought it started off the show, and I was like, oh, maybe it's the middle of the show. Now they're doing it second. It's like, why are they having a video package for a non-match?
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to have a match, that's great, but, it's weird. And that killed the whole thing with that one question right there.
Yep.
It's like, Taker, exactly who Diamond Dallas Page is. Yeah, people have dissected the booking of the invasion angle. Oh, God, he smacked Paul. I forgot about that. The fact this booking of this confrontation right here is the very. Oh, hang on a second. Let's see what he says here.
Diamond cut Paul.
I forgot about this.
I did too, honestly.
I had no idea. I totally forgot about this. But I forgot where I was saying. Oh, the booking of Undertaker and DDP is the freaking what do you call it? The case study of the booking of the invasion.
Yeah.
Because it's just a train wreck the whole way through.
Mm-hmm.
And what's yours is mine too. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That was Barry Darcy. Barry Darcy, who had more gimmicks in WCW than Ed Leslie. No lie.
That's kind of weird.
I'm just saying.
Ed Leslie could have made like an entire roster video game just to him.
Yes. Yeah. Once Barry Darcy left the WWF, it was Gimmick Central. He could have had a Circuit City spinoff called Gimmick City.
Yeah.
People born before 2005 going, "What's Circuit City?" Sorry. After this, sorry guys. I aged myself there. Yeah, it's funny. I said Circuit City. That was my destination point. Like I knew once I passed Circuit City in the valley, I knew I was getting close to Aaron's house on the bus. Back in the old days.
This might be the only match on this card where both competitors are still active.
I believe you're right. I think Rhino's still active.
He's in Impact.
Oh, sure he is. I remember Rob turned heel on Rhino recently. That was the end of last year. God, that's a long much I pay attention.
Probably not in the same gimmick anymore.
Well, no, Rhino. I'm pretty sure Rhino is still Rhino.
No, I mean Van Dam.
Oh no,
he's not in his group anymore.
No, because the person involved with that storyline, I think, is no longer has a job. So,
and probably no longer will.
No,
which is probably fine.
Well,
I'm fine with that.
I put a little thing up Monday when I did the Taker tribute about, I didn't really want to talk about it. I really don't. But I will say a lot of the people involved, I'm not one bit surprised.
Mm.
There is a particular story that's out there that when it first broke, the accuser, I was like, I don't know, kind of a bad track record. And then the accused put their reply up. I went, okay, see, now, I feel a little bit more like I've heard both sides now, so I can at least make my own judgment.
Yeah.
So
it's weird because like before this year, I don't think I could have said, going back to my previous statement, that this match is the only one with both competitors still active because Edge was still out. And
yeah.
Rhino, I think, was running for office or something, or maybe he lost that election. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure he was still working in Impact. He just wasn't working full time, and I don't think he even still is working full time now.
Oof,
that did not look. Ugh.
No. Makes me think of New Year's Revolution 2005 with all the knee injuries.
Right. But there's that, and then you had Christian Angle, who neither one of them are active full time. Shane is around, he'll pop in and dive off something every once in a while now. Dallas is retired. Yeah. Dallas is retired. Taker just retired apparently, and God Almighty, it's been a crazy week. But and then Austin, Benoit, and Jericho. All Jericho's still active, so but not every guy in the match is active, like you said.
Yeah.
So
that's got to be every guy.
All right. So, you know what? Hang on. Who's the referee in this match?
In this match?
Jimmy Corderas. Who else is not active? So there you go.
I'm talking about competitors.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time. It's all good. Jimmy Corderas' hair has been active since 1965. So,
jeez.
Okay.
Poor Corderas.
I know. Coming from a ball guy, so
poor Jimmy.
Yeah.
From what I know about Jimmy, he's a good dude.
He's a wonderful human being. I love Jimmy Corderas. It's just funny.
He was a hell of a referee too.
He really was, and I remember him being like one of the prevalent guys during the whole strike in '99. He really shone there.
And he was a big ref on SmackDown too.
Yeah,
he was like second to Kyoto.
Yeah. Rhino's. Oh man!
Ooh, right in that chest.
Yeah. Is it me or does the left side of Rhino's ties kind of look like an early version of the Lucha Underground logo?
Maybe.
I get a better shot than what they're doing right now. Oh, there you go. You can see that there too.
I can kind of see it.
I just saw the little circles. It looked like the Lucha mask from the Underground logo.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Is Lucha Underground still on Netflix?
I don't think it may still be their archive, but I don't think they're doing any new shows. And
I know they're not doing new shows.
For me, I tried so hard. I really did to get into that, and just for a long time wrestling fan like I am, it was too soap operatic even for me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, whatever. Kind of over this.
I don't know if it was as much soap opera as it was kind of like, because Cueto's kind of seemed like a drug lord or something.
Yeah, I mean, not to sound stereotypical, I'm not trying to be. It was very much Mexican soap opera type stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Which,
and again, I watch soap opera, but it was just too much all around for me.
Holy crap! A body scissors
by Rhino.
By anybody. I haven't seen a body scissors in.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe since the show.
Right. It's the last body scissors in captivity. It's so funny. Whenever I think of Rhino, I think about when he first came back, and he was totally clean shaven. It was like,
yeah,
no, that's a bad Terry. Stop.
You mean back. When he came back to NXT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was totally clean shaven, no beard. I went, this is not Rhino. What's happening? Mm-hmm. It's very weird. But then, then of course he teamed up with Heath, which is awesome. Him and Slater were great as a team. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a great little knee to the gut too.
But they were no Slater Gator.
No, Slater Gator is can't sleep on Slater Gator. Is Titus retired, or what's the deal with Titus?
He doesn't do much in-ring work anymore. I think he's like an ambassador or something.
Okay. Did he get hurt, or he just make a choice?
I don't think he's hurt. That was a nice splash.
That was a nice splash for a guy of Rhino size for sure.
Very Snuka-like.
Yes. Which, in the Meadowlands, not a bad thing. In the shadow of New York City, after all.
Sometimes I feel like you guys have to watch the video shows. Like, I know it's on Anchor, but I feel like you have to watch the video shows to get all the like subtle cues and whatnot.
I agree. Yeah, just
which I know, which is tough to do, especially like if you're doing the watch along with us. But if you're just listening to us talk, then it's like, just watch us on YouTube and it's fine.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, the video is definitely a companion piece to watching on the network, but the audio stuff doesn't pick up all our little video nuances, like you said.
Mm-hmm. Because we go silent sometimes, and sometimes we're just like,
everybody's like, where'd they go? What happened?
Yeah. It's like, it's on a glitch.
And you can't fast forward because then you get lost in the pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I admire, Tony and Conrad for just the whole 3 hours or whatever, just staying. It's like talking. Like, dude, I get caught up in this shit. I get lost because it's so good.
Do they still do that even though Tony's working for AEW?
Tony still does it. Bruce every once in a while will do it. One with Conrad. Bruce still does more of the just the topic show or anything else. Occasionally JR will do a watch along too on his podcast with Conrad.
Those sunset bombs from the top rope.
Those don't age well.
No.
Oh, we talking about double A. There you go. There's a spine buster.
Yeah, that was a good spine buster. Not as smooth as Arn's, but
no. Here we go. Oh, what the? Oh. Wow! I almost F-bombed with my kid in the next room. That was ugly. Did they spear each other in the head?
Yeah. Do you remember when Edge and Batista did that in the one Battle Royal? Yes. And Batista was like bleeding.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about a hard way.
Yeah.
That's some Canucka bump there, right there. Like, holy crap. Mm-hmm. Man. That was just not, dude, my stomach's all cringy on that one. Good grief.
Yeah.
Woo.
Especially knowing the neck injuries Edge had after this,
and Rhino. Let's not forget Rhino's neck injuries. Yeah. Oh, the Backlund roll? No, almost, or Backlund bridge, whatever the hell he called it. Oh, he gored the little metal post thing. Execution. 1, 2, 3.
They still called it the Impaler.
Yeah, whatever. I'm thinking once they had the 9/11 attacks, they couldn't call anything impaling anything. So
yeah.
Which a couple more months, we're going to be talking about that on Dad's, because Dad's falls on September 11th this year.
Oh.
So we may do a watch along of that SmackDown, but it's really not much of us talking, so I don't think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
A lot of that show is the talking, so probably better if we just do a show from that week instead, like maybe Unforgiven, because that was a damn good show, I thought.
2001.
Yep.
And where was Unforgiven 2001, Jeff?
Huh?
Where was Unforgiven 2001?
That would be Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yes, it would be.
Ironically, the challenger's hometown in the WWE Championship match.
Mm-hmm.
With his family at ringside.
Yep.
Including his batshit crazy wife, who is now married to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's 20 years ago, so don't at me, but my goodness, look how baby young Lillian Garcia looks here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy crap, she looks like she's fresh out of high school.
Molly Holly, too.
Yeah. Nora always looked young. I think Nora still looks young, personally.
Yeah.
Nora looks freaking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both sweet as peach, too, so.
Well, both Molly and Lillian, I mean, I think still look exactly the same.
True. You can see, like, I don't know if it's the eyes or whatever, but you can definitely see that this is 19 years ago.
Yeah.
It's so funny to see the Dudleys just starting to turn, as on that heel path, and they're going to go full blown. They join the alliance. It's like, oh, Bubba, Devon. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told you. I may have. I decided to alter us watching Heatwave 99.
Okay.
There's
Taz.
Hey, there he is. My brother in orange.
It's weird to see Taz as like a backstage interviewer, though.
Right. Okay. I think I had picked it out. Let's see, 7:15. I forget what we decided on, but we ended up. God, I forget who I was talking with, but we ended up deciding something. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
So probably 2020 Heatwave 99 does not age well. 2010 Heatwave 99 doesn't age well. 2000
Heatwave 99 doesn't work age well.
August 99 Heatwave 99 doesn't work.
Monday night. Heatwave is no. I forget what I picked instead. Isn't that awful? I hate that. I forgot. It may have been a July pay-per-view, honestly. I just forget which one I picked. Anyway, I just decided it wasn't going to work out. I'll go through combos and look later. I forget who I was talking with now, but anyway, but yeah, that'll be coming up in the near future. We'll let you guys know what I ended up picking. I may have it in my pictures. I may have made the picture already. Those damn Dudleys.
Well, Bubba's still active. Devon retired.
Right. The new.
So that title change from Benoit and Jericho must have happened on the previous SmackDown.
SmackDown
right before King of the Ring.
Right. Oh, here you go. Almost like he called it. Oh. Let's go to the footage. Wham!
Wham! Right in the head. Like he needs it.
Right? You know what? That's going to be the epitaph of this show. When it's all buried and done, that don't age well. Because you watch the stuff just like, hey.
Time. So what you're saying, time to make a shirt?
He writes. That's it. Buy a shirt.
Buy all the shirts.
Oh, Speaking of shirts that I would love for you to make, I'm gonna say this here in front of the world. There is a shirt that I have thought about. It keeps like, oh my god. and I don't blame Bubba Deal on one bit for being what the hell. There's a shirt that has been there, like right at our fingertips, and neither one of us realized we haven't done it yet on the Greg Cherry brand Teespring.
Yeah.
I am a Jeff Meacham guy/girl. The original Jeff Meacham shirt that you made how many years ago?
Yeah. I'd have to make one for myself, too.
Well, definitely.
Of course, I have enough self-marked shirts that it's like, hey,
I wasn't going to go there. Because Lord knows I got my Meachamania shirts that I just, have a particular kink for. So, it's... But, yeah.
Is that the word you want to use?
For now. We'll think of something later and we'll edit and post. Even though we're live to tape, so it doesn't matter. But instead of the voice of the internet, because I'm not really the voice of NoDQ.com anymore, at least officially, we'll think about something on the back. But yeah, just it's simple, black tee, white text, just like the old shirt.
I'll look into what the actual font too is, because I think I just used some like cheap font for the.
I'm pretty sure you did, but you know what? There is one out there that somebody actually bought, and I don't know where it is now because that person no longer is alive, unfortunately. But one did get bought, so. It still blows my mind that she actually bought the shirt. It was still so funny.
Well, we have other people who probably want to get one anyway, so.
Well, right, it's. I'm sure that there would probably be a few no DQ personalities that would, like to have I'm a blank shirt,
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd have no problem if they're one of them.
Cool. I keep thinking about that, and then when I get on the air with you, I keep meaning to mention it, and then it just goes. So,
yeah,
we're gonna throw it out there, just because this match really isn't gonna, be, what the hell is Teddy doing?
I mean, he's in his favorite kind of match, so maybe he's.
That's right. I'm gonna referee a tag team matchup.
Tag team match, player.
Holla holla. I'm too white for holla holla, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay.
Point blank. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. Yes.
Yes. Just stop it now. Oh, somebody texted me or something.
My watch has been going insane for like the last hour.
Oh, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, please. Oh, Paul's commentary does not age well.
No.
Oh my God. I know what it was. I was going to pick a more recent show to watch because it was topical on that day that Rewind goes up. Because I just remember it. God, what the hell was it now? Oh, it's going to bug me. Okay, it's July 15th. July 15th. Let me just see. Carry on. Okay. I know July 15th was the day that Eric Bischoff debuted on Raw.
Was it the 15th or was it the 22nd?
It was the 15th.
Okay.
Because the 22nd was the day after
Vengeance,
and that's when the DX thing almost but didn't happen.
Gotcha.
That was the start of Hunter's massive heel turn that lasted for about 485 years with his 65 world title reigns. All right, let's see.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. That was not pretty.
I mean, if you're going to be in the ring with somebody stiff, then upper raise your guy.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want somebody with a stiff match, you don't have to go too far in Dudleyville.
I love when they got inducted and Edge and Christian say, I think they invited us to do it because we're the only two guys in the locker room that actually like Bubba.
I'm thinking to myself, probably not far off. Okay.
Because I was watching like a Randy Orton interview from like Access or something, like he was in the ring surrounded by fans, and I was like,
Right.
And he was telling the story about how Bubba Dudley like broke his foot, and he finished his story with like, I hate Bubba Dudley.
Oh, that's right. You know what? Money in the Bank 2012 was on July 15th. So I was thinking that is what I was thinking.
Gotcha.
So I'd rather watch that than Heat Wave, honestly, just for controversy being abated.
Mm-hmm.
And Money in the Bank 2012 is actually. Oh wait, I know what it was. Okay. Yes, it's on the 15th, but that week, July 17th, of course, is Money in the Bank 2011.
Ooh.
That's a damn good show.
I mean, I think that's probably one of WWE's best pay-per-views in recent years.
Right, so I'm going to change that right now.
Part of me wishes Travis was up for that because he and I watched the show on pay-per-view that night.
Right. What's funny is, without telling tales out of class too much, the entire Casa was watching as well at Long Beach. And we were on the phone with somebody who was there live, and it was intense, to be sure.
I think Teddy botched there.
I think he did too. So I'd be down for a fresh perspective with a multi-man team if you're down for having more than one person on.
As long as he was available to watch, then yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if that was my freaking ear that hurt. I dragged the cord down. If Travis is
nobody picked up the Intercontinental title.
What's that?
Nobody picked up that Intercontinental title. Probably because it's the ugliest design of that thing.
I know. I would say if we can get Travis on, and if JJ wants to be on, I'm down for a four-man show for that pay-per-view. I mean, it'd be a little trimmed out commentary-wise, but at least we have more opinions on it.
Yeah.
Acid drop! Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you can't exactly call it that.
No, not anymore. Oh, I think you and I actually talked about this one. I decided to not do Clash of the Champions 20 on September 2nd because nobody outside of the select few people and Andre's family would care because it's a clash. It's not that good a clash. However, September 2nd, 2002 is an episode of Raw.
Yeah.
And if you guys remember that episode of Raw, it'll be worth the watch. So. Oh, you went for the acid drop again. Oh, boom!
Good night.
Spike sold that like gangbusters. You see his head pop? Holy crap.
I'm trying to think, did anybody in WWE ever kick out of the 3D?
That would be yeah.
It happened in ECW, it happened in TNA. I don't know if it ever happened in WWE.
Yeah, and if it did, it was maybe once or twice. Shut up, Paul. Tough love. She came with a powerbomb. The hell? Oh, that's why you can choke slam now. Whoa, Bubba got some air.
Yeah.
Ah, boy, Bubba. Oh, jeez.
I was watching the clip with Kane unmasking.
Yeah.
And when he did the pyro right after he unmasked and chokeslammed Rob, I'm pretty sure that's the loudest that pyro ever was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I watched the same clip. They posted it, whatever it was, this morning or yesterday. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was loud.
I'm pretty sure that was by design.
Yeah. Although I'll tell you what, man, I was at WrestleMania 2000, and my friends, including Stagger Lee, will still give me shit about this to this day. When Kane came out and the pyro went off, I was sitting, literally, I shit you not, knocked me out of my seat. The bejeebus was scared out of me. Oh, look at this. Oh, he's not going to turn after all. Oh, but he did.
Just not right then.
Just not right now. That's right. It is coming. More footage. Jesus.
Maybe Kane went out and got it.
That's right. Can we not piss off Dallas? He will twist you into a pretzel. Oh, he's really getting irritated now, as opposed to 5 minutes ago when he wasn't, Why is he busy so much? He's got great parking.
Yeah. Taker mind games.
Also, 99 stuff right now. I'm watching the Raw where Undertaker had kidnapped Stephanie at Backlash.
Oh.
Good, just. Oh, I miss Ministry. I know it's not PC. I know it's wrong. I don't give a damn. The Ministry Taker was the best Taker. Scarsdale. That's the K-Paul.
Feeding Mankind since 1999, so Mick Foley exclusively goes there?
That's right. And only Mick Foley. The people you're seeing are all a computer-generated image.
Yeah.
Only Mick Foley goes there, and Billy Gunn's...
the one.
Yeah, yeah. Billy's an angry young man.
Yeah.
Here we go. Files. Where the hell's Kurt? Come on, Kurt.
Yeah. I thought I heard like really faint "you suck" chants, but like they wouldn't even know.
It's all in our head. it's all there subliminally because we're so used to it.
For some reason, I thought he didn't have pyro for one of his matches.
Maybe not for the match later.
I think he did for that one too.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe just comes out and just starts beating his ass during the pyro or not. Oh, here you go. Here's a little bit of trivia for the Trivia Master. Yes. When did Shane McMahon's "Here Comes the Money" song debut as his theme song?
Backlash of that year.
Attaboy. Wasn't quite the remix we heard later. It was kind of an early draft, if you will.
Yep. Which they brought out on, I think, the latest Uncaged album, or maybe the one before that. But they brought out the first version he used.
Oh wow! Yeah, this King of the Ring 01 match, him and Shane on Untold, was really well done too.
Oh, absolutely!
I loved it. That's probably my favorite episode they've done so far of that show. bullshit. Oh. It's like, really? Oh, Jesus Christ. You think you know me? I wonder how many times they had to practice that in the back before they wouldn't crack the hell up laughing at that shit. That's awesome. That just made my whole day. I don't care what happens the rest of the day. I really don't care what even happens the rest of this show because that line is just gold.
Well, I mean, Kurt Angle.
I know, but it's just even still.
Kurt Angle, the Olympic goofball.
Right? Kurt Angle, the Olympic comedic genius. Oh, crap. Sorry. Okay.
I tell you, I don't remember if I showed you that or not. When somebody on Twitter posted about the stats for Trivia Challenge for our championship reigns.
Oh, okay.
And I threw up the quote from Kurt Angle's TNA theme.
You did. You did tell me that. Yes.
For those that don't know, Kurt Angle himself actually liked that tweet. So,
if Kurt Angle endorses Greg Cherry, buy the shirt. As simple as that. Buy the damn shirt, folks.
That's some love for the Golden Eagles right there.
Hey, you know what? That's it. Now, I always ask, I ask every few shows, Corey Graves also a Clarion guy?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Oh, jeez.
That was not okay. What just happened? That was fugly. Trying to get the promotion stuff for the end of the show, so I have it all ready to go. Probably do it during the championship match instead, because or during the confrontation.
Yeah.
Not much to call there.
No.
There's a punch. There's a punch.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Right
death. Whoops. Crap.
Oh.
Damn.
I can only imagine. I've never had to take a stair bump.
Right.
But I can't imagine it would be fun.
No. The closest thing I've had to anything sharp or metal in my up in my grill was the chairs I had as a referee when I had the multitude of chairs thrown at me and on top of me.
Yeah.
That wasn't pleasant either.
Yeah. I've been hit with a chair. Surprisingly, not too bad.
Yeah, well, I guess back then it wasn't as bad because I wasn't so concussed like I am now.
Well, my chair shot was to the back, so.
Oh no! See, I took one to the side of the face to take me down, and then the Commandos and Watts and William Mack just started throwing chairs on top of me, and I'm on a hardwood floor in a Legion Hall, so it wasn't a good experience for sure. And like I said, and then I had to referee a freaking death match in the main event. So
that must have been fun.
Yes, I had a grand old time, as the Flintstones would say.
All the blood.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so there's that. Got that done.
I really think this is the show. I know Kurt Angle had already been European Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion.
Right.
This is the show I think that made Kurt Angle. The superstar.
This show, his effort all throughout the night, I would have to agree with that 110%.
And the funny thing is, his best match of the night was his third one.
Right?
Like, he had great matches with both Edge and Christian, but he went to another level with Shane.
He really did. He really, that match should not be as good as it was.
But it is freaking amazing.
It is. And again, if you guys haven't seen that match before, I highly recommend you, when that match is getting ready to start, pause us, pause the network, grab yourselves a snack or a drink, go potty break, and settle the hell in.
Yeah.
Because as Booker would say, it's about to get good.
What's funny, when I was loading the show up, the show had already been like right after the end of the Angle Shane match, because obviously I had to go back and watch it. So it's like, I must have watched this pretty recently.
Right? Yeah. That's funny. We have too many social medias, you and I.
What's that?
I said, we have too many social medias, you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get them all ready for promotion. It's like, again, my show prep's been terrible all week, so I apologize. But, Yeah, Monday's show was okay. It just kind of clustery, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I never made it in there.
No, you're good. You're fine. I had plenty of people come on. It wasn't a huge, a huge thing.
Try to not oversaturate the Jeff and Gregness of everything.
Well, and Lord knows I oversaturate the Jeffness as it is, so I get it. I totally get that. Okay, and then we'll do the Facebook, maybe. There we go. Is that is Chad Patton a referee at this point? Because is that him?
I think so. I was trying to figure out who it was. It's like,
yeah,
that's not Jack Doan. I know that.
No, it's definitely not Jack Doan.
I think it's Patton.
I think it is. I don't know why I keep thinking that Chad Patton is too young to have been around back then, but
I thought he was going to suplex him on the steps.
So did I. That would have been like, I was like, oh God.
Have you ever seen anybody take a bump, like a back bump on steps? I don't know if I've ever seen it.
A back bump? No.
And I'm not talking about
yeah.
I'm not talking about like the bottom half of the steps where it's just flat, because I've seen that a bunch of times. I'm talking about like the steps intact. Somebody just takes a bump on that.
No, I don't think I've seen that, and I think that's on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine them sanctioning that type of bump.
With as many apron bumps as they go on, I'm waiting for that to happen.
Oh, I know, dude. Apron bumps enough make my liver quiver.
Yeah, especially when Ciampa does them to his neck. It's like,
it's like stop.
You want to be paralyzed?
God, we saw you have a little one. Please stop it.
Yeah. It's like, I don't care if you think it looks good. You're doing it in a show that's in front of like 50 people. Stop it.
Yeah, we don't care. I promise.
It's like, people watch on the network, sure, but it's like, Ciampa, you want to keep wrestling.
Just not okay. I do like that they're actually selling the fact that both these guys have been wrestling, all night. Yeah. They've got bad ribs, bad this, bad that. Good storytelling by the agents and by oh man.
Ooh.
2
and like 99 100s.
That's it.
As Corey Graves said, it doesn't get any closer than that without the bell ringing.
Right? Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, ankle lock, there it is. Nope, he's kicking him off. Nice counter. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Here comes Christian. Nice roll up. That was pretty sweet too.
Yeah. If it was a shoot, he might have got him.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Look out. Oof.
Ankle lock! Ankle lock! He's tapping like a drunk man. Shane O'Mac on the attack. He just speared the bejeebus out of him. Hello.
Yep.
Executioner, impaler, whatever the hell they want to call it this moment. Get over there, Patton. We got a king, folks. New king of the ring. Why just use the year, Howie?
Because you got to get the new out there for Finkel.
That's true. Yeah. Listen to me criticize Howard Finkel. Who the hell am I?
Yeah.
Shut the hell up, Jeff. Seriously.
It was very well appreciated that WWE used Finkel's voice for the Edge Orton match.
That was a nice touch. And you
like
can
that made me tear up. I was like, man.
And you can tell even with the quote unquote animosity, like both guys were like, oh wow.
Yeah.
It's very, very cool. On purpose, because that way he get a good match out of him. It's all by design, kids.
I think that might have been the flaw in Shane's plan, though.
As far as what?
As far as like costing him the match, because then you just piss Kurt off.
Right. Yeah, that's
it's like, hey, just make him wrestle the other match. It's like, then you're good.
Right, that's true. Yeah, it's again, we can tear apart logic all freaking night on these damn matches, but it's still going to make for an amazeballs match here later.
I love Shane.
He's such a goober. Oh, here we go.
That's a terrible shirt for Benoit.
Yeah. Dude, a rare moment of levity with Benoit. That's funnier than hell. He totally punked ass out there. That's actually kind of funny. I again, hindsight's 2020. Eddie doesn't go. It's a whole other world.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean to smile when I say that. It's I'm trying not to cry. Honestly, fuck.
Right.
In Dallas with those sunglasses. Dude, why is everybody that was out of the 80s and 90s have these god awful sunglasses?
No idea.
That reeks of royalty. Get some balloons. Okay. That's right. You tell him, Miz. I'm sorry, Edge. WC wrestler, because you can't say wrestling twice. Hardy Boys.
Might just be Jeff.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Oh, wow. I forgot he was the heavyweight champion right now. I forgot about him. I know he was. I just remember he was right now. That's funny.
I'm trying to think of all the people who Jeff won every single championship.
I believe he did, except for the actual WCW transferred Cruiserweight Championship.
Every like WWF sanctioned championship, I'm pretty sure Jeff Hardy won. Aside from the Universal. That's it.
Right. Yeah, because he was U.S. champion, right?
Yeah, he was U.S. champion because he beat Jinder.
Yeah.
But it's funny thinking about it because, like, they were talking about, oh, here we go. They actually have Uncle Cracker on this one. Okay.
Nice.
I thought they just, like, dubbed over all the other ones, but maybe the one we watched didn't have Uncle Cracker yet.
Maybe. Oh, my boy Sean Waltman. I love it. I get to watch a Sean Waltman match. I'm happy. Full loaded. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Dude, it's amazing to me how, and I'm sorry if you live there, for real, I'm sorry if you live there, how Cleveland and the Gund Arena has been so indelibly marked in the annals of wrestling history.
Yeah.
The last Nitro simulcast with Robin in Cleveland, Invasion, and so many more. It's crazy.
Well, you have to bring some joy to Cleveland. They only get one championship every 50 years. Jesse, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
Not really,
though.
You chose to live there at your bed.
Well, she doesn't live there. She's in Florida, but she's a Browns fan.
Well, then if she lives in Florida and chooses to be a Browns fan, then that's her own damn fault.
Well, I think she grew up as a Browns fan. She's also an Ohio State fan, so Ohio State I can get.
There you go.
College they're successful, but
Ohio State, I love it. I think that's it.
But at least the Browns are better than the Bengals now. So there's that.
I will. You know what? And my dad's a Cincinnati Bengals fan, but I'm on board there. You have to be a Browns fan to be a Browns fan. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Jen being a Pirates fan. It's like you actually have to like the Pirates to be a Pirates fan.
Yeah. It's like going to the Kings games prior to 2010.
Yeah.
You got to be a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, they were good enough to make the finals in '93, but we also had the greatest scorer ever play the game.
Yeah.
And the greatest left winger in the history of the game, and a solid team behind them. So, and one of the best goalies in the world at that point.
So, after this match, we'll have to pause for a little bit of a commercial break, and then I believe the match after this is the match for me. So,
there you go. I'm trying to mute the mic as I chew so I don't be an asshole to the audio fans.
We already told them earlier to watch the video stuff. So
true, but the audio makes me money now.
Well, then they can watch the video and they can kind of line them up. They can watch the video, have the audio going, or just have the audio running and mute it and just watch the video. There you go. Problem solved.
The logic of the champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Was this the beginning of X-Pac heat? Or was that shortly after?
No, this is it. I mean, I think once X Factor really formed and really got cooking is when it really kicked into gear.
Yeah.
Because it's, it was easy to still mildly cheer him when he was with DX because it was still DX.
Yeah.
But I think once DX fizzled out and he went on his own and was starting to get even cockier than he had been, it was like, no, X-Pac, sorry, we hate you.
Mm-hmm. I feel bad for Just Incredible. He never really had a shot.
I agree,
immediately throw him into X Factor.
Yeah, I mean, he did have a shot, but freaking Vince put a jockstrap on his head. So those of you two, Montoya, the Portuguese Man of War, look it up. I'm not kidding. That's just incredible underneath that shit.
I think that'd be an interesting question. How many people with terrible gimmicks in WWF in 1995 became ECW champion later in their career?
All of them.
There's at least 2. Balls Mahoney was never ECW champion.
No. I actually just watched that show too.
Which show?
In Your House, December 95.
Oh, I'm
with
sorry.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Although they didn't say it on the air, he wasn't revealed until like on Raw the next night or whatever.
Yeah.
We all thought that DiBiase bought Santa.
Yeah.
Oh, was any babyface more doomed to have everybody kick his ass than Savio Vega in 95 and 96?
Just watch the 96 Rumble with Vader beating the crap out of him.
Right. His one big, like, oh my God moment was the fact that he beat Austin just before Austin really blew up.
The fact that he made the finals of the 95 King of the Ring.
Right.
By winning 3 matches because he won a qualifier on the freaking pre-show because it wasn't the free-for-all yet.
It was the free-for-all. Oh, wasn't I sure? Oh, no. Right. Because the first free-for-all was WrestleMania.
No, it was the Rumble.
Oh. And that's why you're the champion. I'm the host right there.
The only reason I know that is like the first title I won from you. That question was on there. We both missed it.
Oh, there you go.
I was gonna say, I don't remember if X-Pac won it like this night or later.
I don't either. I guess we'll find out here.
Because I know he was light heavyweight champion going into Invasion.
Right. Because Billy Kidman said X-Pac sucks in a promo.
Yep. And was the only member besides Van Dam of the Alliance to get cheered.
Right. Okay. Swanton.
Wasn't tonight.
No. It is coming though.
So
So Teespring refunded me for Bailey's shirt.
Oh, there you go.
They said it was off
all right, so we're going to take a little bit of a commercial break. I know, but got to pause at 1:22 exactly.
1:22 exactly? Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Boom, there it is. All right. We'll be right back on the Jeff Meacham Network. Welcome back to Wrestling Rewind here on the Jeff Meacham Network. Thank you for allowing us a brief break there. We're about halfway through the show, so we figured we'd give you a mission. What the hell? We're just good people like that. So, all right. If you're not at 1 hour, 22 minutes exactly, get there. And I'll give you guys a brief second to get there. Just saw the light heavyweight championship match between our buddy Sean Waltman and Jeff Hardy. So we're in there with Regal and Tajiri. So 3, 2, 1, play. And in comes the champ.
Mm-hmm.
Frickin' Tajiri. I'm doing fine. Currently not doing fine. What?
Don't trust anybody.
Yeah. Greenwich ain't that far. It's Jersey. Everything's far. Can we not break the commissioner's phone? It's older than him. Bluefish baseball. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
A random shirt. Filming. Here we go. More footage.
Look what Kane got. Which is why you keep saying it over and over, right?
Which means he is. So yeah, there you go. That's it. Yes.
It's like you know who you're talking about, right?
It's fine. I love it.
Which is funny because he. Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody gave him the sign later.
Yeah. Oh, he's had enough, Greg. Why are we giving the WCW guy the microphone?
Well, he took it.
Oh, okay. Yep, he is. He's getting to you. Ooh. Dallas is angry.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm with Paul on this.
And then Paul Heyman would do it 3 years later and try and control him with the urn.
I was gonna say.
Take your own advice, Paul.
Why you mess with Taker for all peoples? Why is he backstage? Why is kayfabe not real? Why is it? Oh, shit. Oh, here we go.
Biggest pop Sarah ever got.
Well, that is, yeah. So many bad replies. Stop, Jeff. Stop. It's 2020. No. That's it in, too. Look at that. Just calmly walking out the back like, I'm going to mess you up. Some people got to learn the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Some wrestling fans also have to learn how to spell.
Right? Yeah. Pardon the F-bomb here momentarily. If you're watching this show, you should know by now we ain't PG around here. To this day, the greatest story not the greatest, but one of the best stories my dad ever told about a live Kings game. I think I told this on the show once. They were playing somebody back in the early 70s. This is before Dan Maloney got dealt to Detroit for Marcel Dion and a couple other people, which happened yesterday in history, by the way. And Maloney just came on the ice or was on the bench and looked across at one of the guys on the other team and looked at him and said, "I'm going to fuck you up." I think that whenever I see him walk out for a fight like this, and Taker's just like, I'm just going to fuck this guy up. I'm just going to put my gloves on. And just...
Have you ever heard Cody Rhodes tell the story of the worst match he's ever been in?
I think so, but please enlighten the folks that haven't.
For those that don't know, Cody Rhodes was in a 6-man tag teaming with Ted DiBiase and Wade Barrett against the original Sin Cara, Daniel Bryan, and Ezekiel Jackson on an episode of SmackDown. The finish of the match, it was supposed to be a 2-segment match, and the match ended in like 4 minutes because Ted DiBiase forgot to kick out. It was actually going to be a big moment for Ezekiel Jackson because he was supposed to be the one to get the fall, but he never actually got in the match.
Oh no!
And Daniel Bryan pinned Ted DiBiase because he forgot to kick out. I'll continue the story after we watch Paige.
It's just this kind of is what it is. So feel free, dude. Go ahead.
Okay. So after the match, like Cody tells the story, is like he was gonna say, okay, we'll get some heat on them. He was gonna tell Wade Barrett that he was gonna get heat on the faces. Yeah. And he went to turn around, and Barrett was halfway up the ramp already.
Oh crap!
And Vince, like Cody was backstage with Vince, and Vince took his headset off like he was going to say something. And Ted DiBiase comes blasting through the curtain, and he says out loud to Vince, "Where's that referee? He tried to fuck on me."
That's awesome.
And as Cody told it, Vince just slowly put his headset on and sat back down and focused on the rest of the show.
If you get Vince to not say a bloody thing and just slowly sit down, it's like, nope, good, I'm good, thanks.
Cody tells it better than I can, but I love that story.
That's because Cody's storytelling is not to be ignored, and people sleep on it, but they shouldn't. Nor should people sleep on these soup bones, as they've been so dubbed over the years. These aren't our niggas just throwing bombs here. Oh, here we're speaking of bombs. Look out! Grief. I'm digging the jeans. That's a cool design of those jeans she's wearing too. People, I don't know why. People tend to crap on shirts and whatever designs that have the flag on it. Like, I don't understand that.
Well, there was a long-standing thought that like it disgraces the American flag because it's only supposed to be like the actual flag. And I'm like, whatever.
I feel if you're gonna be proud enough to display the flag on your person, be it wardrobe, be it tattoo, whatever. I think that's pretty cool.
I'm thinking to myself, hey, tell that to Kurt Angle.
Exactly.
It's like he wore those colors for like 20-some years.
Yeah, it's like, well, okay, but it wasn't the actual American flag with the stars and
but
stripes.
Yeah, it was the colors.
Right. I don't understand the whole. I get. Oh damn! Was that Mark Eaton that just died?
Probably.
It was Mark Eaton. God. How did he not retain his job in that? Oh my God! In that cut they went through where he got fired. Like I think Mark Eaton is one of the most loyal guys this side of.
Yeah.
It's
well, it's like how Kyoto was.
Yeah, that's. Oh jeez! Look out, Paul! Oh my God! Look out, JR! Look out, everybody! Just run, move. Taker's out for blood. Oh,
I think the camera's actually on, man.
Jesus. Is this shirt back on the Shop Zone, the famous shirt that he's wearing?
I don't know. They put up like rookie T-shirts, and they have a shirt up there of me, Mark Calloway.
Mark Callis. I want that shirt just because.
Yeah, me, Mark Callis. My bad.
They did put a Mark Calloway shirt up after the last ride went up.
Right.
It says Mark Calloway. I don't know if I can buy that one. That's just too weird.
Yeah.
By the way, have you seen Part 5 yet? Have you and Jen watched Part 5 yet?
I still haven't. I know. Give me a break. But Jen says she wants to watch the whole thing with me. So
I know it. Trust me, I've been up my dad's ass the entire 2 months it's been on too.
So I gotta watch parts 1 through 4 with her before we watch part 5.
Which is fine. I trust me. I watched parts 1 through 4. I ended up being up all night Saturday night anyway, just because that's how I do, and I actually had work to do. So I pretty much watched them straight through. When part 5 premiered, I went right into it. So, all right. I think I have everybody booked for trivia, regardless of if you retain, regain, whatever over the course of the next few months. So, jeez. And we can announce. I don't know if he's confirmed with you or not, but Virtue did say last week on the review that if we reached 100 likes on the review, he would be the challenger for the season finale, whoever's champion.
Yep.
At the end. So Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, champion. And meanwhile, we're going to have a match between Dallas Page and his liver, which is now 3 rows ahead of him.
No wonder he did yoga shortly after this.
Right?
I'm pretty sure he just straight back bumped.
I'm pretty sure he did too. Somebody call Dr. Eddie, our chiropractor.
Yeah.
He's just leaving. He's just going away.
I wonder how much convincing it had to take Taker to involve his wife.
Considering how long it took for the last ride to come together, probably a lot.
Yeah.
Because we saw this is about as close to Mark Calloway as we got up until 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, crack my knee. Oh, my God.
Oof. Okay, he landed on his arm, so
it's still not
still not ideal. I've actually taken that bump from the apron to the floor straight down. It's not fun.
I'm good on that, man. My Facebook memories are coming up this week, the last couple of weeks, about when I got hurt working for Gary, when I got that elbow in the small of my back and it bruised my ribs. I'm like, oh, I don't want to relive that shit every year. I need to just delete these statuses. Love the bionic redneck with the white knee braces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last room on the left. It's a horror movie. You know that kid's going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Here we go,
yes.
baby. It's about to get good.
The match graphic is the worst part of it.
Oh yeah, clearly. Everything from here on in, the next few minutes is solid gold. Here comes that bump I was talking about.
Yeah.
Shane. Jesus. I care just right there. Oh, there goes the confetti. Love it. I love the WW1 license plates. Yeah. Those are the best thing. The best part of the invasion was those license plates right there. What was really funny is they used the license plate with the old Turner logo on at WrestleMania. Yeah. Ooh, Angle Slam. I forgot the Angle Slam on him. There you go. I have that jersey somewhere. I think I ended up selling it or donating it or whatever, but I had it at one point.
Which one?
The Kurt Angle, the one Kurt's wearing in that promo. I love how the whole freaking Muhammad Ali Shane shuffle started as a making fun of the Big Show. Which way did he go?
Yeah,
so funny that it's iconic now, and it's like it was so stupid back then. Oh, he's nuts.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, we saw him be nuts before this, but after this, we're going to be like, dude, put him away in a padded room.
Mm-hmm. And they continue to do more nut stuff after this.
I know. He's dude, he's either the toughest son of a bitch on the planet, sorry, Steve, or he's certifiable, or both. Stop it.
Nice reference to the DX segment in 06.
Thank you very much. Got to throw in the DX references there. Ironically, Shane's wearing the red jersey that Shawn Michaels wore, so there you go.
Yep. Just a different Shane one, but yeah.
Super Mac, Kurt's Kryptonite. Jesus Christ. That's fantastic.
Shane always had like the taunting things on his jersey somewhere.
Have to, right? I love how it has WWF logo on it, but there's no WCW stuff on it. You think about WCW logo on there somewhere?
I think it's on the front.
Oh, was it? I missed it if it was. Nope, WWF King of the Ring logo. Mike Yoda's had this contest, poor bastard. Oh, there's those play class windows. Those will come in later, kids. Kurt's pissed.
Well, yeah.
Kurt's coming down here to whoop a man's ass. And there it is. There you go. All three. Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is definitely Kurt Angle's showpiece night for sure.
Yep.
Threw the medals down. That's how pissed he is. Oh, jeez. And they're wrestling. It's not even a street fight. They're actually wrestling here. Oh, they just don't trade elbows. What the hell?
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Why you can't break a street fight, Kyoto? Right? It's gone postal. Postal wearing the American flag colors. That doesn't resonate very well at all.
Where are you at, time-wise?
I am at 1 hour, 41:09, 10, 11.
We're pretty much lined up.
Okay, cool. Sure. Not overly concerned. Wow, I admire the work on that WCW logo on that sign. I cannot do that sign logo ever freehand.
Then again, it's WCW's second ugliest logo.
Yes. And I forever am on board with the whole Eric Bischoff, Conrad Thompson calling that 99 logo the exploding vagina logo because it's just hideous.
Yeah.
Ugly frick. I don't know who at Turner thought that was a good thing. They ought to be shot. Like, I can't believe that's the logo that WCW died with. Like, actually I do believe it because WCW was dying. That was just the freaking tombstone on it was that stupid logo. Mm-hmm. But again, you have the WWF creative geniuses, and they came up with that.
Yeah.
Like, why not just? They bought the intellectual property anyway. Use the damn Turner logo. I don't understand why. That's the whole conspiracy. You get the whole conspiracy theory about Vince just bought it just to make sure it would die. It's like, dude, if he was looking to keep it successful, they did everything wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
What I find so funny about seeing this now is you're going to have arguably at this point in the story the three top WCW names involved in this show tonight: Diamond Dallas Page, Shane McMahon, and who we see later during the main event. Mm-hmm. Of those three guys, Shane McMahon has the best outing.
Yeah.
Like, huh? Whoa, look out.
I think you're like second ahead of me. Hold on.
Yeah, it's 43, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Oof.
Man, Curtin is just throwing Shane around like Shane McMahon's from West Newbury, Mass, and Kurt's from Minnesota. Oh, speaking of that match, if we're going to go there, I did tabulate the votes. The votes came in. Thank God for me. The people seem to like you more than they hate me. SummerSlam 95 won the poll.
I figured. I saw the votes. I was like,
yeah. I mean, the one as we're taping this, the one still has the rest of today to go. But overall, over both Twitters and the Jeff Mitchum Network group poll, 95 is way ahead. So
I told you. I told you, like, if 95 was in the poll, it would win. I knew it.
I need to thank everybody out there because I was so convinced of my being hated by everybody. They would put me through 2014 again. So I appreciate you guys not hating on me like I thought you did.
But then again, they're making us watch 95, so maybe they do hate us.
I don't mind 95 only because we get the ladder match rematch, which I love that match to pieces. Being you were there, which is always a cool thing to have a show that one of us was at, which WrestleMania season, I've got the poll. I haven't let something because I might, Jesus Christ. If we get to Mania, we'll have that poll, but we'll see how things play out as far as going to WrestleMania in the first place. So,
right.
Excuse me. But I was convinced after me telling the story of my living through SummerSlam that people would vote just to watch me suffer. Because it was not a pleasant night.
Right.
But, so that's what we got coming up at the end of August. Is Kurt like just randomly like nicked above his eye or something, or what's the deal here?
I think Shane like stiffed him like right above the eye, but
oh geez,
that was like 30 seconds in.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. What the hell?
It's kind of like a forearm.
It was kind of like a spaz. Whoa!
You need to watch the replay and watch Heyman's reaction.
Okay. Sorry, I had a big hack there.
It's okay.
Probably wish that video I did an audio. Well, audio was pretty loud in audio too, though. Oh,
watch Heyman.
He ducked. He ducked. I love it. People sleep on Paul as anything but a manager, advocate, whatever. He is. If he would have been able to actually work, he would have been Bobby Heenan level.
Oh yeah,
I really believe that.
Oof.
He's one of the best color commentators the business ever had. He's arguably the greatest manager of all time. Advocate, whatever. He just couldn't wrestle worth a spit.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I'm not sure Kurt was going head first into that poll. I'm like, please don't pull a SummerSlam last year, Kurt, where your bells rung the entire rest of the day. Granted, that wasn't his fault, but
no.
That table did Kurt no favors.
Oh no.
At some point, we need to watch at least that match, if not that entire pay-per-view, because SummerSlam 2000 is a damn good show too.
Mm-hmm. Take a break during the Cat and Terry, but
sure. I'll still watch, but
like our tagline says, it doesn't age well.
No. I swear, that guy up there looks like he could have been Rob Gronkowski and Sean Morley's weird love child. Or maybe that guy and Sean Morley, Rob Gronkowski is their love child. One of the, I don't know.
Possibly.
Oh, okay. I got something to show you on private message.
Oh boy.
Let's see. There he is.
Oof. Ouch.
Top post.
Okay.
Like the actual fuck, really? That is the funniest damn thing I've seen, like, this week.
Unreal.
What a friggin' maroon. I'll be sure we tell Aaron that one. That's great.
Yeah.
Some folks just got to learn the hard way. Too funny.
I like that spot with Kurt bridging 3 times out of the pen.
That was pretty sick. I am so glad there are people left in this world that are so damn stupid they make me chuckle in random moments when I need it the most.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Kurt's bleeding even more now.
Yeah, Kurt's just bleeding. He's just gonna bleed now. That's okay. Shame all later, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Shane will bleed internally for sure. Oh God. Oh my word.
This is one of my favorite Shane moves right here.
Okay. Oh, I know. Oh! Shane was always great at the diving with the weapon spot.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Yep. I remember. I don't know if it was Survivor Series or it may have been No Mercy. I forget what show it was. It may have been Invasion, where Shane like dove across the ring or tried to with the belts, and then went to, and Vince stopped him, and Shane just clocked Vince instead. Ankle lock, look out.
Oof.
That is a kick to the head. This is what that is. Kick to the face. That's face.
I mean, that's a technical term too.
Yeah, if you're in grammar school, it's called an owie.
Yeah.
What the? Oh, jeez. It could have been a lot worse, but it ended up being pretty good. That was a hell of a DDT there.
A lot of people forget how smooth Shane is.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody gives him crap about his punches. It's like, okay, if the punches are all you can do, this part wasn't exactly smooth. But
no. But Shane can do enough where he can pass it. Like, oh, okay, well then I'm gonna shut up after that one. But like the problem is Shane could do this stuff, and his body could hold up doing the batshit stuff. Vince punches like he's already 3 beers deep, and he can't do much else. He's about as athletic as a sloth. So, Shane at least should pull some shit off.
Shane despite the start, best technical sharpshooter American version.
Right.
Better than the Rocks, that's for sure.
Well, yeah. Again, here we go. This will be good. Oh! And to her credit, Stephanie became a decent little worker as time went on.
Yeah.
When she had to get in the ring, she actually did really well.
Mm-hmm. I still love her match against Brie at SummerSlam.
Yes, that match is very, very understated. And the tag match with Ronda and Kurt against her and Hunter was actually pretty good too for what it was.
It was the best match of the show.
I would say that. Yeah, definitely. Although Shane and Bryan against Owens and Zayn was pretty good too for what it was.
It was good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it wasn't.
That was slick.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, here them punches. Here we go. He's doing the shuffle. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, Shane. Wow, he actually connected after the shuffle. I thought Coach was off and hit his ass. I was waiting for it.
Because this is the greatest match of all time.
It's definitely.
Good night, Kurt.
So, how far Kurt goes, way to go after that.
Ow.
Did he hit him in the nuts?
No, he hit him in the gut twice.
Oh, even still. Well, Shane's getting froggy. Or at least shooting starry.
Yeah. Does a better shooting star than Kidman, that's for sure.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, I know about that.
Oh.
Kidman's shooting star is fuck garbage.
Better than Brock, maybe.
Well, I mean, that's not hard.
Brock Lenny was, though. I don't care how much training you do. I don't care what kind of pad you got on your jersey. If you do a shooting star belly flop into a trash can, it freaking hurts, okay? It just does.
Do you know what's amazing about Shane, though?
Everything.
Well, yes, but...
Oh, he showed it again. Jesus.
But the fact... We know that's not the finish.
No. Oh, no. We're not done yet.
we're not even to the good part yet.
No.
I mean, it's all good, but anyway. The fact that Shane McMahon was still doing shooting stars last year.
Right? Like this. We're watching this. This is 19 years ago, and Shane was doing full-on actual televised matches on SmackDown in October of last year.
Shane McMahon did a shooting star press in 2019 and won a championship.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
you can believe last year's Royal Rumble, I popped so hard when Shane McMahon became a champion.
Dude, I thought that was too cool that Shane McMahon became the only McMahon to hold 3 different championships.
I want him to come back and become WWE champion and Intercontinental champion.
That's right. Make him a Grand Slam champion. Hell with it.
Yes, make Shane McMahon a Grand Slam champion. That's what I want.
That's right.
I don't care if he's 50.
Whatever he is, yeah. He deserves it.
It's like he can't complete the traditional because he wasn't tag team champion under the original rule, but
right, exactly.
Broken tailbone.
Hang on 1 second, guys. I'll just give me a second here.
Yeah, for those watching on the network, Kurt Angle broke his tailbone off that suplex because it was right on concrete. That is it. I don't know if that's padded at all. It doesn't look very padded. But it is maybe like, I don't know, an eighth of an inch of carpeting. Yeah, it's concrete they get suplexed on. That's why Kurt didn't wrestle right away shortly after this. But he kept wrestling through another like 10, 15
minutes.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is with Kurt Angle on summer shows, but he tends to break things and then still continue the rest of the night. He's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're getting close to the walls here.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna break the walls down here, aren't they, Chris?
Yep.
Every last one of them.
Baby.
That's right.
Dude, that's a match I want to see.
Did Kurt trip or he get shoved? What the fuck just happened there?
No, I think he tripped because Shane was down. Unless Kyoto's messing with him.
What the hell, Kyoto? They already heard. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Uh-oh. Yep.
Oh, God. Golly, it's not necessary.
I think his head landed on. Yeah, his head definitely landed on the concrete. He might have landed on like that little weight thing, so it might have. It might have not been as bad. But Shane's like, damn, that sucked.
Yeah,
I need to watch.
Oh my god! I'm like, God! Kyoto is just what the fuck at this point. He's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Because during the Untold, they said that was supposed to be sugar glass, and it wasn't.
No.
It was like legit, like.
Which is why it didn't break the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, Shane's a mess. Good grief.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And then glass like fell down Kurt's arm.
Kurt got cut too. This is probably the worst one of them all right here.
Oof.
Freaking blood just trickles down the glass. Oh my god. One more time. What's wrong with you, Jersey? Never mind, it's Jersey. That's why. Sickos.
You're way too close, Kurt.
Oh my god!
I think Kyoto was telling him, "It's like give up.
Just stop it already. He's already dead."
I think Kurt was just like, "Fuck it. He is going through.
He's going through this thing. If I have to kill him," and there he went. God damn it! Jesus Christ! Can you imagine being like and the crowd and not really looking at the screen, just seeing a body just fly through there.
Yeah. Especially
which we're going to see in a second here. Watch this. Oh, jeez. It's not false anywhere. You got to get him in the ring, Kurt. Oh my God, Shane is a bloody mess.
Well, yeah.
Not quite a crimson mask as the late Gordon Soy. Oh, jeez. As Gordon Soy. Shane's like, Kurt's like, my ass is broken. I don't want to walk anymore. You drag him, Kyoto. Get him in the ring. Dude, I've bruised my tailbone. I can't imagine cracking it and doing this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Especially considering the finish.
Right? Yeah, the finish, knowing he has a tailbone is ridiculous. Shows you how great Kurt Angle was, and he's only a year and a half in here.
Mm-hmm.
As far as actually on TV doing his thing in front of the... Oh, man. Look at the back of Shane's head. I think there's glass embedded in his head. Why is it ridiculous, Jared? It's freaking brilliant, man. Gotta get in the ring somehow. Mm-hmm. This match should be stopped. It's a street fight on pay-per-view, JR. How long have you been around? Although, to be fair, JR was the one saying, well, somebody stopped the damn match. Enough is enough 3 years ago at the King of the Ring. So,
yeah.
And that one I would say should have been stopped too.
Yeah.
That was kind of ugly itself. Yeah. I mean, if we're going to call a spade, might as well keep everything equal there. Both these matches got out of hand. Dude, from what didn't Shane or Vince say that, didn't Shane or Kurt say that Vince is at the curtain going, oh my God, get them out of there now?
Yeah.
And I'm told, like, Vince was fuming backstage.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad they kept going because it's my favorite match of all time.
It is. It's an amazing. I'm getting all goosebumpy. Is this a semi-main?
I think so.
I'm gonna check. I can't go past.
Kurt Angle has the best facial expressions.
He really does. What's so funny is because of this night, we're gonna get the comedic gold that is Kurt and Austin for Until Invasion.
Yep.
Oh! Speaking of comedic gold, the ball shot always works.
Boof!
Oh, so does that.
Right in the head.
That was definitely in the face.
So was that one.
So was that one. Oh my God. Oh, what? After all that friggin' nonsense, a wrestling move.
Mm-hmm. So I'll save my comments till the end of the match.
Okay, that's fine. I wonder now how many outfits Kurt had that were predominantly white. He had to permanently retire because of the blood on them afterwards.
Well, I'm pretty sure he went to Hell in a Cell with like a mostly white attire.
Not after.
Yeah.
The Hell in a Cell.
We need to watch that at some point.
The only 6-man Hell in a Cell to this day, and I can see why. Of course, most people remember that for the Undertaker Rikishi spot, but
yeah,
that was different. Oh, here we go. Oh, jeez. Yeah, as you guys watch this on the network with us, thank you for doing both. We appreciate that. Kurt Angle's tailbone is completely busted.
Mm-hmm. So keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind here in just a minute.
Ow.
Oh. Now, what I'm wondering is it just because the balance wasn't there to do this and be on the top ropes himself, or
I guess I'm not.
Because I mean, this is pretty spectacular in his own self, but I guess the board's kind of a necessity to make sure they got the proper distribution of weight. Maybe. Oh my God! Oh. Dude, Shane McMahon flew to the garden. He was up in the freaking Statue of Liberty lights. Holy crap. For the love of God, Kurt, cover him. Jesus. That was unbelievable.
So happy you guys get to relive my favorite match of all time, too.
That's crazy. I don't know if I can show my favorite match of all time. I don't know if I have it. I don't know if it's a WWE match on the network or not. I'll have to think about that while we move on.
What's your favorite match of all time?
I'm trying to think because I have so many. I think I really narrowed it down to just one.
I think everybody who knows me would probably be surprised that my favorite match of all time is not Shawn Michaels' match.
Right. Knowing you like I know you now after how many years, I can see why, because Shane McMahon is a freaking god in this match, and Kurt Angle's, fellow Clarion, fellow Pittsburghian, so I get it, I get it. It's an incredible match. And you know what? It's so silly. It shouldn't be. Kurt Angle's tailbone is busted to shit. Shane McMahon's not a wrestler full time, let's be honest.
And Kurt was in his third match of the night.
All right. Oh God, can we not? Oh jeez. And then this
was
one,
the opening to SmackDown when they changed to Marilyn Manson.
Yes, it was. And this damn thing, holy crap!
Beautifully executed.
No kid was thinking, God, he was clear of that board.
Yeah,
that damn board went flying. The wicket didn't fly farther and then not land on one of them or something.
Yeah,
that could have been good, dude. Kurt looks like he's concussed all over again.
Yeah.
I guarantee he cannot sit down in the back for like 2 weeks after this properly. At least. Look at Shane. Jesus.
For anybody who doesn't know why Shane McMahon is in my favorite wrestlers, in my top 5 of all time,
that's why.
That's why.
That's why right there. Yeah. It's hard to argue with either one of them being in the top 5 or at very least the top 10 of all time. Stuff like that.
Well, Shane and Kurt are both in my top 5.
Right.
Because it's Shawn, Christopher Daniels, Shane, Kurt, AJ.
Yeah. See, I think the favorite match I ever saw, at least live, I don't know about, favorite match I ever saw, period, but the favorite match I ever saw live, I probably couldn't air on this show because it's a PWG match between Daniels and AJ. Now, one of my favorite matches, surprisingly, is a triple threat match between Angle, AJ, Daniels, and Joe, which if it's on YouTube, we'll probably watch it at some point. But another wrestling machine there.
Yeah. You don't need the cage match music.
Right? He's not there, Steve. Still love me the Austin 16 shirt. I gotta find that shirt before we move. Damn it, brawler.
You tell him Abe Knuckleball shorts.
That's right. Was he at the best part of the five questions with the champ? I'm just saying.
You are a piece of brawler.
Piece of brawler. I also thought we stole that gimmick and ran with it on XMV for a while. Oh, here we go. He made a mistake. It's actually kind of a cool sequel to us watching the SmackDown with TLC 3.
Yeah. You know, in theory, it probably should have been Austin and Triple H at WrestleMania.
The following year?
Yes.
I agree. I was waiting for him to just belt off and hit him, and he said he freaking does that. Oh, boy. He stuns Molly. That's fantastic. I'm sorry. I know it's wrong, but I love it.
Beat the crap out of Michael Cole.
Which is never a bad thing whatsoever.
Although it was very clear in that segment, Cole never knew how to take a bump or take a shot.
I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't mind so much Austin and Vince having this little alliance they had, only because we got to see Vince while still being the evil master manipulator. We still got to see Vince be a badass. Like, dude, no. If you're gonna act, you're gonna be my champion, or I'm gonna you're done. Like that Vince back there, that backstage promo with him telling Steve, either you're champion or we're done. I was like, damn, that was intense.
Mm-hmm.
The entire story of Stone Cold's 2001 was him becoming more and more unbalanced with each passing show.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all that shit, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
What's left of it?
Yeah.
Now, see, I don't know if you guys saw that when Bella walked out there. You could see the look on his face. He knows he's hurt. He knows this is his last match for a while.
Which makes the neck thing like even more.
Right. Well, no, I mean, like I'm pretty sure the neck's hurt already. It's just this match didn't do it any favors. So
yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they knew going in that he was going to be off for a while. So I think that I honestly, as much as we know about Chris Benoit, I think that's why he went so balls to the wall in this match. He probably figured, fuck it, if I'm going out, I might as well just go ahead and make sure I got a reason to go out.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to be damned, you're damned for what we really are.
This had to be one of the first appearances of this version.
Sean, I believe you're right. Which I like the other one better, personally.
He used this one for like 3 years.
He did. They missed him turning around. Damn shots. Oh, again, I'm going to beat a dead horse here, and it's been 6 months, but I really don't care. I rewatched the 2020 Rumble match.
Yeah.
How in the world, like, all these people that got fired this year, people, and Kevin Dunn and his production team still have work for missing the Edge Spear.
Well, they edited it since.
Well, okay, but if you go on the network and actually watch the actual match, it's still the original footage.
No, it's not. I've watched it back since. They switched. They have the Edge Spear on there. When it first aired, they didn't. And I thought to myself, if this doesn't get Kevin Dunn out of a job, he won't be out of one till he's dead. Right.
I'll have to go back and watch. I guess one I just watched the other day, and it was still snafu. The Disturbed theme. Missed this one, too. Come on, Steve. Get to the ring, man.
Which is funny because that alliance would last just another month anyway.
Yep. Well, once he got hurt here, once Kurt got hurt here, and Hunter's out and Benoit's out, and they had to shuffle everything. So Steve was feeling underappreciated in storyline, like he wasn't the only guy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is the whole thing about Steve cracking and losing his damn mind. They were kind of doing that with Vince about the invasion wearing him down.
I'm pretty sure we were right with the Edge and Rhino match that they're the only two still active.
Yeah, I, as far as this particular show goes, I do believe you're right.
Because Sean Waltman's not active anymore.
No. Jeff Hardy's active in a storyline, if you want to call it a storyline. I think it's stupid personally.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It's one of those things where we always say it doesn't age well. That's why it's not aging well now. It's happening now. Mm-hmm. It's already smelling like sour milk.
Yeah.
It's like I get the whole, exploit your demons to counter. That's fine, but it just it don't work well anymore. It doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's funny, people are so okay with the de-demonizing of alcohol on the air, yeah. But we can't touch other things. It's like where's the line drawn there?
Mm-hmm.
So there's quite a few things during the Attitude Era where again especially in the last 2 weeks of wrestling in terms of the world, not good. Wouldn't see now, I don't think.
Wrestling fans today don't let things develop either.
That's true also.
There's so much finality in every show. It's like, oh, I can't believe this happened. It's like, well, then watch the next one because the story's probably not over.
Seriously.
Chill out.
We talked about this, I believe, on Monday, or maybe it was earlier or last week or whatever. I miss cliffhangers.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Monday going to Thursday, or Monday going to Monday, going to Monday, going to Monday, going to pay-per-view, and then we start over.
Yeah.
I'll even go back further. I miss going from Mania to King of the Ring with a continuing developed storyline, from King of the Ring to SummerSlam, and just progressing every few months. And, I forever will say today's person in society is so in desperate need of that quick fix, that immediate resolution, that they can't deal with drawn out stories, which is why episodic television is not what it used to be.
Yeah. This is also why the best storyline in WWE right now is Sasha and Bayley.
Thank you. Yes. That has been building from the minute Sasha walked out last year. And then came back, and everybody was like, "What's going to happen here?" So it's been the slowest burn in recent memory, and I hope they resolve it the way they should resolve it. I personally, and this is going to sound almost silly and armchair quarterbacking of me, I say Sasha wins the Raw Championship, and then we have a unification match once she finally says, "Okay, Bayley, it's time." Because I don't see the need to have separate women's championships on both brands. Honestly.
But then what do you do with NXT?
What's that?
What do you do with NXT?
That's true. Well, it's just the women's tag team championships are universally branded. I still say, as long as we're going to stick to whatever we're sticking to, we don't really need separate, I still am okay with the way that Eric Bischoff was doing things on Raw. One brand, one champion. I'm perfectly fine with one singles champion, one set of tag team champions, one women's champion across at least Raw and SmackDown. I still wish they'd keep NXT as a developmental brand that gets the network exposure. I don't, I think the whole idea of moving NXT to USA to challenge AEW, it's worked twice since it moved, as far as beating them in the ratings. Why? Okay, then. Why stick with something that is just bloodletting at this point? All you're doing is just exposing the fact that your developmental is graduating people so fast it can't keep up.
Okay, the bump wasn't as bad as I thought.
No. Without the establishing shot on the floor, it looked a lot worse than it did.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Paul's for the WWE Championship. Even with his little side feud with The Rock during his reign, would you consider Chris Jericho's WWE Championship reign a babyface reign or a heel reign?
I feel like his full-fledged heel turn was at the Survivor Series.
Okay.
Because, he was kind of like a tweener, but he was more babyface because he was still Team WWF.
Right.
Him and The Rock just didn't get along, but the full-fledged turn on him didn't happen until Survivor Series, so I consider him still a babyface. Right,
because his turn at Survivor Series could have led to the downfall of the company.
Yeah.
Really. So, I was getting into a debate with my buddy Christian on Twitter the other day about that. So
yeah.
Although Jericho himself said he was a heel, so I'm not arguing Chris Jericho about Chris Jericho's heel turns.
Yeah. I still think at the very minimum he was a tweener.
Right. There's very few people I won't argue with their own status about heel and face. One of them is the Big Show because it'll be a 3-hour marathon show.
In which he'll probably turn face and heel about 6 times.
Right. Just on me. Right. So, yeah. He'll try to sell me a big it's okay within 10 seconds, So I love that. That's great.
Well, that was true.
Yeah, he would. He came close. He came close.
Although we're going to watch Fully Loaded 2000 in a couple weeks.
That's true.
And man, I kind of wish it would have happened then.
Yeah, me too.
Especially with the way that finish was, I thought it was genius.
I think I think both of them, Benoit and Jericho, their brief little blips with the titles should have stuck.
Well, Benoit technically had 2. If you think of Unforgiven, it's like, geez, Benoit was robbed of the title twice.
Yep.
By Foley.
Yeah, he never actually held the WWE Championship, and I dare say the best championship match he had in a loss was Angle, obviously. I think if any time it should have been to pull that trigger on him, it should have been that show. I get why they didn't because they were building toward Angle and Brock, but just the crowd was there, man.
Yeah.
And but you know what? Honestly, that moment of not winning led to that amazing year of build when the Rumble win the title. So, ironically, the man who wanted to book him as ECW champion was the catalyst for him winning the Rumble. So there you go. That's so crazy that he would have been ECW champion 2 different times if real life shenanigans hadn't gotten in the way.
Yeah.
Because the work visa in 95 and then there was 07. Yeah, because when Paul couldn't do his work visa, Bischoff said, got it.
Yep.
And without that, no Horseman. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Things that make you go, Always love that spot, especially with the knee braces. Right across the back of the neck, and again, neck on
I always preferred Boss Man's.
Oh, I love Boss Man's. Boss Man's was the originator, man, no question. Boss Man was the best to do that, but dude,
Although
it's too, Jesus.
the one like over the rope spot I wouldn't ever want to take, Mark Henry.
Right, just right through you.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Why do you need a ref bump in the triple threat? Oh,
oh!
I didn't remember Benoit did the stunner.
Neither does Steve now.
It kind of looked more like a diamond cutter, but
yep. I want so bad now to go back and watch how many times Earl Hebner ref bumped during a Steve Austin title match in 2001. I think it was every damn one.
Didn't even have to be a title match.
True.
Survivor Series 01 he bumped.
That's true. Look at Benoit cheating. Wow.
It's a triple threat. There's no DQ.
I know, but still, very, very, very untechnical like of Chris Benoit there. Did these two ever have a bad match?
No.
I don't think so either. Oh, my goodness. You know what? I was going to say it looked bad, but considering how bad Benoit got beat up in this match, I'm glad he took it on the forearm and not the damn face. Come on, Earl, tune in. You saw it. He was looking right at it like bad. That was bad TV placement there.
It's like, Hebner's like, fuck this.
I'm not counting for shit. That ain't time in anyway. I got tenure. Oh, okay. Why is it that Steve can't put Canadian submission holds on? Like he just looks like a monkey and not properly trained when he does shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because the sharpshooter he put on the Rock at Mania was awful.
Yeah.
So there was two guys who didn't really know how to do it.
The sharpshooter he put on Brett during their feud, that wasn't so bad.
Well, yeah, but you figure that was before his neck was all screwed up.
His neck and his legs.
Yeah.
Although he did go into WrestleMania 13 with a bad knee, he heard about the match rehabbing a knee injury, so, you know. He was ready to buy like redneck by then. I don't know if it was you guys talking about this or on the air with, but it's just amazing to think that, honestly, as long as Steve Austin has endured, his legacy has been way longer than his actual in-ring career.
Yeah.
Like, he was only in the WWF as a full-time wrestler for under 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
That just blows me away.
Yeah.
When you think of Hogan having, over 10, Brett, 13, Shawn Michaels, except for the 4-year career thing, from 88 till 2010, it's crazy. All these guys have these long careers, and they are the greatest of all time, without question. Steve only was an active in competitor in the WWF for a grand total of, I say 6 years, because you figure 96, 97, 90, 2000, or most of 2000 he was off. So, yeah, in the ring, it's probably about 5-6 years. That blows me away.
Well, you figure Jericho came in 99, left in 05, came back in 07, left in 2010, came back in 2012 for a few months, had a couple weird things going on in 2013.
Yep.
And then he had one match in 2015, came back in 2016 and had that decent run.
Right.
And now he's in AEW. So
yeah, and then when he got Steve's career overall, he had like 89 until 2000, all even 2003, because he had a couple matches in 03. Yeah. So that's still less than 15 years total.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still I honestly, if he's not the top star in the top time in company history, I don't know if he's as prolific as he is. I am not digging on Steve Austin whatsoever. He is the greatest of all time in terms of attraction, in terms of money, and all that stuff. But if he's not the champion and the number one guy during the Attitude Era, I don't know if he's the guy.
Yeah.
So, Jericho, 30 years of consistency. Let's not front. Benoit at the time he passed, 21 years consistency. Yeah, he had a year off of the neck, but he was one of the best in the world pretty much from the moment he started. So, he was great. The Rock, again, and there's another one, The Rock. He had also roughly 6 years of full-time activity. The Rock is The Rock because Dwayne Johnson is Dwayne Johnson. Mm-hmm. That's the key. Because Dwayne Johnson makes more money than you and I make in the course of a 10-year career of anything. So,
Yeah.
Triple H, 25 years this year with WWE. The consistent GOAT. That's Triple H. So, it's just funny to think all these guys that have the long-term history legacy-wise. You go, yeah, they only wrestled for this many years.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I personally think the Attitude Era, the Nitro Era was so saturated with awesome that everybody that competed during that era just seems so much more awesome than they are. They are awesome, but it's just like more so, I guess, for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Oh, okay. That's enough. Stunner, please. Pin him, please. That's it. Oh, no, there goes Benoit.
Yeah.
Man, Jericho took that chair to the noggin. That was not
He took it to the back of the head.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, trust me. If I take a back of the head, they are wheeling me out, maybe with a sheet over my face. Like that's how much that would hurt me at this stage.
Please don't replay that.
No, please don't. I don't know.
I haven't watched this match in many years, so please don't replay that chair shot.
Yeah, please. Yeah, the one match we watched with the no. Oh, by the way, it is June 24th of taping this, so if I get up at midnight, hopefully, 19 years exactly.
There you
go. Why am I showing more windows open than there are? This laptop sometimes, I swear. Oh, that's why, because of my downloads. Okay. That'll be it. Okay, cool. Oh, jeez! Can we please not have Steve Austin lying on the back of his neck anymore? Because that'd be real neato if we didn't do that anymore. Oh, no, they're going to show it, Greg. Okay, that's enough of that. Thank you. That's it. Okay, we're good. Thanks.
I told you not to do it, damn it.
Damn it, Dunn, you're fired.
I wish.
Somebody fired Kevin Dunn immediately. 19 years ago. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Can only hope.
Right? That's okay. If he edited the Edge thing, I'm not going to shit on him too much. I'm sure he heard about it at the office the next day.
He might not have.
I don't know. Vince seems like he's kind of commercially toward everybody here lately, is what I'm hearing. So he may have heard about it. I'm sure Edge gave him the business over it.
Dolph Ziggler tweeted about it.
I know.
He's like, how do you miss a guy's first in-ring contact in 9 years?
Yeah. Who's in the truck, sleeping on the job? Like, what the hell? Yeah, that is completely the fault of the manager of the truck. 100%. There is no excuse for that.
Are they going for 10?
I think so. God.
Think about how bad this was for Austin, too.
Both of them landing on the back of their head and neck. It's just stop.
Oh. And this wasn't the first time Benoit did this to Austin.
In this year. Oh. And you know what? Mule Kick always does it. That's it.
Yeah.
Mule Kick's a great equalizer, kids. I don't care how worded up you are, man. A shot to the nuts is going to hurt.
Yeah.
That hurts the big grapefruits or the baby raisins. It don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I don't know that the low blow necessarily warranted the replay, but Okay.
Hey, I'd rather see one of those than the 5 suplex on the back of their heads and necks.
I guess I'd rather see that than a chair to the back of the head, too.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely do without that ever again.
Talk about stuff that doesn't age well.
It's so crazy that we know now. We go back and watch stuff going, damn it.
Yeah.
Dude, I wonder if I can actually watch Eddie and JBL now if we get back to May next year. I wonder if I'll put that on the docket or not. Because John just laid Eddie wide open.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Now, if it's ECW, that means the match is over. Steve's eliminated, and then we're down to 2.
Yeah.
What is ECW?
The thing with a double submission and a triple threat, it's like you don't know who wins because you don't know whose pain caused them to tap.
Right, which is why if it was ECW three-way dance, we just get, okay, these 2 guys are left. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Jordan's moving so fast, Earl can't move with him. He's like, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's amazing how smooth these guys are.
I know. It's these guys were the Rembrandts of the canvas back in their day, both of them. And Chris still is. Jericho is, let's be real. So yeah. I said Chris, like, whoops, both Chris.
Dynamite Kid snap suplex.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was watching a lot of the WWE's. Oh, here we go. Receiving more chairs.
Please not a chair shot to the head.
Please not.
Especially not a Benoit. Oh, okay, that's okay.
I'll do. You know what? I knew it wasn't going to be that because we have a spot coming up with Steve on the outside soon, anyway. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Benoit, like when the Horsemen got back together in early '99, Benoit was diving more than freaking Michael Phelps was off the top rope. It's like, stop, Chris, stop.
Yeah.
Hindsight's your friend. Make it stop.
Oh.
Here we go. WCW, JR, come on, you work there, you know who he is. And botch. And Steve's dead.
Did you say botch?
I did say botch.
Why?
Because Booker botched that spot, and he broke Steve's hand, and he got some like feeling loss in his neck, which is why he was out for right up until Invasion, pretty much. That spot right there is why him and Kurt did the comedy shit for the whole month. Because Booker laid him out, but he was supposed to not lay him out that badly.
Yeah.
And Booker got to the back, and Vince was just shaking his head. I keep forgetting I got to talk to the audio audience, too, because I'm doing this, and people are like, what is he saying?
What, you can't hear a head shake, people? Come on.
There you go. You can't hear the headset rattle when I do that? It's very loud in my ears. Was there one match, like main event match, didn't have blood in this show? I'm pretty sure Benoit's got a nick on his side there. Yeah. Watch Steve's hand here. Right there. His left hand just went whap upside the side of the table.
Yeah.
He either broke his hand or broke his fingers or something, one or the other. Yeah, because Bruce Pritchard called Booker. I was like, you need to call and apologize now.
I thought Jericho was going for the bulldog in reverse. I was like, what are you doing?
Right. Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh. Speaking of things that don't age well.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you're still right. Well, not that.
Yeah.
I don't know if Benoit suplexes Steve or Jericho off the top rope, but it's like, ooh.
Mm.
Jericho's definitely bleeding in the head, so I know he's bleeding.
Oh,
that did not. Oh, he got enough, JR. He got enough. Damn.
It was the ugliest line salt he ever did.
Dude, if Benoit wasn't leaving after this match, he sure as shit is now, boy.
Although I think there was one in WCW where somebody, like, he was going to, like, Hayabusa himself, but somebody caught him.
Right. Imagine that. Imagine if Jericho Hayabusa himself prior to August 99.
Well, I think it was, like, early on in his career. Jeez.
Okay, good. I'm a knee, man. But even still, if Jericho had done that to himself back then, wow, like there'd be no talk of Jericho and the GOAT talk at all. He'd be a footnote at best.
Yeah.
What is it? Is that a towel there? Or an ice pack? What is that on the Spanish announce table there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The blue thing that Jericho keeps, like the blue
like a towel.
The towel? Okay, I couldn't tell.
Or like, yeah, I think it's a towel. Why do you have a towel?
I don't know. Hugo's going, I don't want to do King of the Rings anymore. I quit King of the Rings.
Like, why does my table always get broken?
That's right. Yo no sé. ¿Qué pasó?
He's got to climb up and do a moonsault as opposed to springboard because the springboard almost killed him.
The more I see that guy in the front row, he looks less and less like Gronkowski every time they show him. So I retract my statement.
Oh, I didn't think he was actually going to do a moonsault.
He got him, yeah.
I don't remember the last time I saw Jericho do like an actual standing moonsault.
I don't either. Oh, jeez. He is way over there, man.
Yeah, he is. He's going to make it.
I know, but still. Ugh. I hope Earl got hazard pay after this show. I really do.
Hope he got hazard pay every match he was in.
No kidding. Especially later on, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here's what I'm talking about. This is the spot that puts Benoit on the shelf for a year, right here.
No. Don't do it, Benoit. Oh, crap.
Yep. Oy! I hear the bells are ringing. Everybody's down. Heart rates are up. This is the WWF. Hire me, Vince. I'm available for bookings.
Hebner, get over there.
Hebner, count them all out. Let's go home.
You can't have a count out in the triple threat.
I don't care. I'm rebooking this whole match right now.
Uh-oh.
Benoit's motionless. Yeah. His neck's broken. I ain't moving. My neck's broken. 2, 3. I don't believe it. By hook or by crook.
I wonder if Benoit's neck wasn't screwed up, if that would still be the finish.
Yeah, that's a good question. It's a very good question to present there, sir. Step up, get your next one. Is it sad I would only go to the Disturbed concert if I knew they were going to perform this song? I don't care, you know.
Yeah.
I'm the least musically inclined guy, I think, on any brand I perform on. Even them kids on the Nerdy Q channel, they have better music taste than I do. So, well, they have more modern taste. I don't know about better. I'm not going to give that much credit.
Everybody walking out here in extreme pain.
Right?
Well, Benoit probably wouldn't be walking out. But.
Seriously, I wonder if like Jeff Hardy was the only one that wasn't having some kind of neck trouble after this show.
Which is
ironic.
Weird.
Yeah. If Jeff Hardy's the most healthy guy in your roster at pay-per-view, you need to take a break.
Considering Jeff Hardy's the guy who did a swanton onto the apron last year.
Right. Yeah. If Jeff
was it last year, or maybe it was 2018.
It may have been 2018. Either way, if Jeff Hardy's leaving your show, the most healthy guy, it's time to take a break for like a month at least.
Either that or everybody else is being super careful.
Right. All right, minor bitch, and I'm gonna whatever. If you're attacking a guy out of the crowd and you're like jumping the guy, you're not doing a wrestling move on him with an axe kick. You're just beating the shit out of him. Okay, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But Stone Cold escapes once again. Your World Wrestling Federation champion. What will happen now with this invasion? Dun dun dun. There you go.
Yep.
So, all right, here we go. Let's get the corporate logo back there. There we go. Very good. So. That was this week on Wrestling Rewind. Thank you all for watching the last 3 hours. My goodness, including the break we had there. And if you like the commercials you saw, then they were produced by Jeff Meacham. If you didn't like them, they were produced by somebody else. To be fair. So, coming up this week on the Jeff Meacham Network and across Jeff Meacham's many platforms, if you will. Tomorrow's NoDQ review. I might be on, might be not. Don't know. Haven't really decided yet. But Friday on the Greg Cherry brand, we will present the latest episode of the NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge. Greg, you are once again defending the championship. It's day number 8,003, I believe, is where we're at here.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think the 8's right.
Yeah, the 8's right. Maybe 1-0.
8:39, and Steven Jensen, your buddy from Fight Talk, is going to be on. So
that'll be fun.
So we will see how he does. A little nervous to face him because
right,
you guys have gone back so far that.
Yeah, his knowledge is frightening to me, and his respect of me is kind of cool. I will say that. Then Friday on the post-game show here on the Jeff Meacham Network, of course, myself and whoever wins that match, maybe Statboy, maybe not. We shall see how things play out in the next couple of days. Of course, next Monday is Monday, which is Ask Me Anything on Talk Wrestling. Let's not forget that. And then we'll go on from there. Next Wednesday, right here on Rewind, we're going to have the July 4th, 2002 episode of SmackDown. And if you remember that, we shall be patriotic because it's 4th of July anyway, so there you go. And if you guys don't remember that show, go watch it, and it'll be worth your weight in gold, brother. And we'll leave it at that. Plugs for Mr. Cherry. Have at it.
Of course, Twitter and Instagram at Greg Cherry Brand. Of course, youtube.com/Greg Cherry Brand for WTC. And of course, ready for it? Buy a shirt, teespring.com/stores/Greg Cherry Brand for all the merchandise you see on video and many more. There's so much stuff up there. Buy it all for your friends. Buy it all for your family. It's super comfortable. And support local.
Including this shirt. Maybe this is on my. I'm sorry, this is on my channel. I forgot. No, wrong channel. That's okay. I'll go ahead and plug it because I can. teespring.com/store/Jeff Meacham Network. Again, I'm looking to change that. I'm working on it. But there you see in the bottom right-hand corner, the official shirt I'm wearing of Wrestling Rewind also comes in black, also comes in red, also comes in white if you want to wear a white shirt wearing to a wrestling show. God bless you. You're a brave person. There you go. And of course, you can find me all over social media at Twitter _Jeff Meacham, at Instagram _Jeff Meacham, and on Facebook at Jeff Meacham Network. There's my stuff. Again, our boys over at Aftermatch Wrestling, they are probably the best YouTube channel this side of NoDQ and the Greg Cherry brand. They are awesome. They cover NXT, and they love my logo design. That's the important thing at the end of the day. So there is that. And, of course, you can find this show and many other shows at the Jeff Meacham Network on Anchor, anchor.fm/Jeff Meacham Network. Anything else before we wrap it up, sir?
Nope.
All right. We will see you, Greg, and I will see you this coming Friday on Wrestling Trivia Challenge on the Greg Cherry brand. For Greg Cherry, I am Jeff Meacham saying we will see you next week right here on Wrestling Rewind.